Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel. If you are new, hello, welcome. Please don't mind this. I'm in the process of getting paint. I should say I have been in the process of getting paint, and this was a child's room before we moved in, and I am working on it. And if you're a returning person, I really appreciate you being here. I would love if you would subscribe if this is something that you're interested in. My name is Amber, and I am an entrepreneur. I have a bookkeeping business and have been doing that for a number of years, about 5 years at this point. And I talk all about being an entrepreneur and someone who is also neurodivergent because I have bipolar and autism and ADHD. See? Right there. Totally lost my train of thought. Anyhow, I talk about budgeting for people who have those types of things and how I'm learning to harness the power and the gifts of having those things, and ride out the waves and the challenges that come along with those things as well. So this is my third time recording this, and not that the other times were bad, but I did ramble on a little bit, and I want to be a little bit more succinct. And also, they were recorded like last week, so more things have happened. And I also kind of want to talk about how I'm managing the holidays as somebody who also has an autoimmune disorder. I have fibromyalgia. So there's I deal with a lot on a really weekly, monthly, and yearly basis. And don't I look cute? I look like a little lumberjack today. Kind of talk about what the plan is with my Christmas money in a much more succinct fashion than I have done before. We're also going to talk about how I'm managing the holidays. This is my first year really tracking what I'm doing, what I'm spending, and paying attention to those sorts of things. However, I cannot actually see what I spent on presents until after Christmas because my husband and I share an Amazon Prime account, and I don't want to ruin my own gifts. So I will tell you at the end what I have spent on Christmas. The other thing that you should know is that my husband has bought all of the food for our meal because we made a deal. I said, well, I will buy the kid, he bought the kids big present and I bought a bunch of smaller presents. May or may not have spent the same amount, but we'll find out at the end. However, because he bought the big present, which was a tablet, which my son desperately needed because he uses tablets for school, he uses it to play, he uses it to communicate with my family and my in-laws, and he just has very much appreciated having a tablet, and I appreciate him having one. But because of that, I said, well, that's fine, but you're buying all the food. And he said, okie dokie. And so here we are. Now, we are in December 20th. Happy Yule and solstice, beginning of Yule, if you celebrate that. And Merry Christmas and happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, all of the different holidays that happen around this time. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And let's dive in. So what I've done is create a checklist. I'm not going to show you all that because there's some personal stuff on there, but I've created a checklist with all the things that I have to do between now and Friday or Saturday when all of our family comes over. We do have family coming over on Friday as well. And so there's that as well. At this point in time, I have all the things in green have come out. So, because I'm at the top, I'm a dingus. Okay. So Libsyn is my podcasting software. I'm not sure if I'm keeping that into the new year, but we will see. I'm much more invested in the YouTube stuff, and I'd rather spend my time and my energy there. But I might put out like one podcast a month. We'll just have to kind of see about that. It also may be a thing where I just create a YouTube channel for the podcast, and then people can, sorry, I keep messing with my finger. There's like something poking me. I may create a YouTube channel and have it there. I'm just not sure how to do all that. We'll see. Let's see. G Suite is not called that anymore. I think it's called Google Workspace, but I've just continued to call it G Suite, and I pay $7 a month. It's basically my email for my business. My Apple is $3. I'm actually going to be bumping that up to $10 a month so that I can get more memory and use it more. The health insurance is going to go down next year, and it's still terrible and completely awful, but it will be helpful to have it go down. And so basically these two are going to even themselves out, and or flip-flop. The Netflix, I don't know why I have it as 12. I kept thinking that the price was going to increase, and I still think that, but I maybe need to look that up and adjust, because it's only actually $10. Life insurance has come out. My Green Geeks is my website host. If you are looking for a host for a website, I highly recommend them. They're awesome. And I've had them for 4 years now. I recommended them before I had a affiliate link, but I do have an affiliate link now. I'll leave it in the description if you're curious about that. And would like to sign up with them. They have great deals. I'm on a legacy plan, so the $11 a month is not what you would be paying, and certainly not what you would be paying right out the gate, but it's nevertheless a legacy plan. YouTube, I pay about $13 a month for that, I believe. Need to get us on the family plan, but for now I'm on the individual. I do write that off on my taxes because I use it as a research platform. Our natural gas came out, and we increased our amount recently simply because I added an insurance policy for the sewer line from the road to the house, because most home insurance policies don't cover the sewer line. So if you have a blockage or a breakage or something like that, you have to come out of pocket with that. And with this insurance, it's like $5 a month, and it covers that. So I think it's well worth the money, and we decided to add that on. So this is a little bit higher than it had been. My student loan has not come out. It should come out in a couple of days. I'm not sure what that's going to do with the holiday. The water has not come out either. And Canva has not come out either. The electric bill, very long story short, I thought I was on an equal pay plan, but last year because our AC went out last year, and so everything was just running and running and running and running. I ended up with like a $300 bill by the end of December, because I was on an equal. It was a mess. I was behind and behind and behind, and I was just kind of trying to catch up as I could. And with COVID still being pretty prevalent, my business had not bounced back at all. So I was just doing what I could. And so by the end of the year, they're like, we're going to cut you off if you can't pay this $300, or we can put you on an equal pay something or other. I can't remember what they called it. It wasn't an equal pay plan. They basically took the amount that I owed, spread it out over 12 months, and then added it to our average. So we did that. I thought she was saying that it would pay that off within a couple of months, and then it would go straight to an equal pay. That's not what happened. So come the end of last month, it switched off, and we were left with a $173 bill right around Christmas. And again, I'm in the same position I was, slightly less, because I'm making more money now, and I'm pretty okay. However, 2 of our cats likely need to go to the vet, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen. We have an appointment on Friday for one of them, and I kind of want to make sure before I get too wrapped up in all of this, I want to make sure that I'm able to pay for that. So I have 2 months to catch it up completely. And as of right now, I've paid $73.44. I have $100 left. So hopefully with Christmas money, I can take some of that and pay that off. And then the actual equal pay plan will start. But I'm not entirely sure. And she didn't explain why they didn't adjust my bill during the year to cover the overages that were happening. And apparently they only look at that one time a year. And so my bill didn't adjust as it should have. So, but once I get this paid up, our bill should be about $84, which will really help me out quite a bit because I was paying $100. So it would be nice to get that all paid off. Or at least lower our electric bill. The cell phones, I'm going to be putting us on auto pay and doing a couple other things, and my phone should actually be paid off as of February 1st. However, my phone is acting up, and it's been acting up for about 6 months now, and I need a new one. So the bill will not go down as drastically as I was hoping it would, but it will go down. The car insurance I still need to pay, and I have paid the trash, and I have paid fuel for my car. So I filled up about a week ago. I probably need to fill that up again because I'm down to a quarter, or I'm down a quarter of a tank, but I'm not going to worry about that until later in the week or next week. I did go ahead and also move over $20 into my savings account for vehicle maintenance. I don't know, have a total right now. I'm hoping as of January to start actually keeping track of different accounts and creating another checking account that is 100% just for my auto pay stuff. Although at this point, it really seems like almost everything is auto pay. Or will be. So I'd love to get my electric bill on auto pay. I will be getting the cell phone bill on auto pay so that I can bring this down $20 a month. The car insurance I pay my husband. It comes out of his checking account, so I just need to write him a check. And the trash, I would also really like to get on auto pay because we get paid quarterly for that, or we billed quarterly for that. And so it would just be nice to move $17 into the auto pay account and then have that come out when it's ready. And then I don't have to pay any late fees. I don't have to go in there every month and manually pay $17 a month. It can just come out when it needs to come out. And then fuel obviously will never be on auto pay because I have to go get it. And this will go on auto pay next year as well. So I'm kind of hoping to actually pay for the entire year of my gym membership at one time, hopefully again with Christmas money, depending on how much I have, because I have a lot of other things that I need to buy with that. So we'll see kind of where things are. But if I can pay the membership all at one time, the cost goes down to like $12 or $15 a month. So I'm kind of hoping that I can do that and then save myself about anywhere from $36 to $60 a year. And the registration, I still need to do that. Again, waiting until this cat appointment happens and seeing if our other cat actually needs to go. We had an incident yesterday, and I'm kind of keeping a really close eye on her and seeing if we actually need to get that taken care of or not, or get her in. So what we have left for the month is the 84 for the student loan, the 46 for the water, 13 for Canva, and 100 for the power bill if I do that this month. So that's 4, 7, 6, 13. Carry the 1, 8, 9, 10, 14. We need 244, 243 to finish out the month. And then the car insurance, if I add that on, that would be 243 if I don't pay off the electric. And if I do pay off the electric, we're looking at 343. All right, so that's that. And then I bought a pair of jeans. I need to try them on when I am not excited that they have arrived. Does anybody else do that? Like, you get something, you put it on, you're like, yeah, this is glad. And then put it on again after your head is cleared and you're not as excited, and then you're like, this is kind of terrible. Why did I buy this? Why do I still have this? I want to make sure that doesn't happen. I did go yesterday and do some winter boot shopping and I actually eliminated 4 boots that I was looking at, 3 boots, possibly 4. I'm starting to realize that there is a difference between cold weather boots and snow boots. And snow boots, I'm going to wear, I'd like to have both of those things. However, snow boots are probably the most important thing at the moment. So that is something that I'm looking at doing. And with Christmas money, I am buying an espresso machine. I won't go into the long version of this because that's part of what made the other 2 really rambly. But basically, I am using, with my pour over system, I have a V60 right now because my espresso machine went out. Those cheapo espresso machines for me only last about a year, and then they really start to fry because I drink that much coffee. So I'm drinking, I bought a pour over in July, and what I noticed is that I was using 25% more coffee and drinking 1 less cup of coffee every day. So to me, that doesn't, the math don't work on that. You know what I mean? Just doesn't make sense to continue to do that. And when I did the math, I was spending $150 a year or more on coffee. And right now I'm drinking more expensive coffee than when I did that math. So it's incredibly important that I find a system, coffee wise, that has less water waste, less physical waste, because I have to buy the filters for the V60. I have to spend money on the extra 2 times the amount of water, and I'm wasting a lot of time in the morning. And for me, my time is very valuable. I value my time at about $60 an hour, and I'm wasting about $15 worth of my time. And that's not good. That again does not work math wise. It takes a very long time to get a sort of okay cup of coffee with the V60. And we're at elevation, so I am not getting a full extraction out of my coffee, so I'm actually wasting flavor in coffee beans. Okay, so I asked my husband for paint for my office because I painted this little square in January or February of last year. And then we had kittens about 2 weeks later, so I was not able to go back and get paint when I had the money, and I just hadn't done it yet. So I asked for paint for my office and money for a bookshelf. So that's what he's giving me for my Christmas present, was money for the paint, and then the other thing. I need to get my laptop is shot, and not completely shot. Obviously, I'm recording on it right now, but it's not working the way that I need it to necessarily. And so that is top priority. I'm going to get a desktop computer instead of a laptop. And I'm thinking I might end up getting an iPad, like an iPad Pro. So this price is going to go down because I'm not going to get an iMac right now. I'm just going to get a Mac Mini, because that's enough computing power to do what I do with it. And so we're probably looking at about 800 for that, all around. And then I may end up going. I think my fans aren't working as well, and my battery is definitely not working correctly on this laptop. So I might go get a battery. I might just skip it and take that $250 and put it toward a new laptop. So we'll kind of see how that goes, or a new iPad that I can use for business purposes. And I also need the webcam and an overhead mount. So those are kind of like my top priorities this year, is just to get those things handled. And then the rest of the stuff I will work on throughout the year. I also need a new coffee cup because mine does not keep coffee hot for more than an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3. And sometimes I like to stretch out my coffee drinking for like 4 hours. So, and my last coffee cup, I got rid of it because it was leaking. But it kept coffee hot, so hot that I had to pour it into another cup in order to drink the coffee. So we'll be getting another one of those. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. These are my goals. Yeah, don't need to worry about that for now. But yeah, everything is going well, and hopefully we can figure out the cat situation and get them to the vet and get them all taken care of. One of them's got some lumps in her chest, so we just need to see if maybe she's got some cysts or what's going on there. The other one might have a parasite, so they go in and out. So I'm thinking maybe they might have gotten into something that they shouldn't have, or she shouldn't have, and may have gotten herself a little something that's not good. And if not, then then she's likely in a lot of trouble and maybe has cancer, which would suck really bad. So I hope that you guys have a lovely day. I am going to sign off and actually upload this right away for the holidays, and likely will not see you until after the holidays are over. Really quickly, what you want to do to manage the holidays is get yourself a task list created. With my autoimmune, I have to really spread out things that I'm doing and make sure that I'm also adding in rest time so that I don't put myself into a flare. I'm currently really tired and I can feel a flare. I could feel a flare as of yesterday, starting when I laid down to bed. My hands just hurt like hell. So today I took it easy and I haven't done any cleaning or cooking or anything else. I did a lot yesterday and a lot on Sunday, so I knew that I needed to take it easy. I ran just one little errand and then I came home. So, and I've been working and sitting and resting since then. So I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Give yourself some grace. I hope you have a gentle holiday and that you are able to find some peace and some quiet and some joy in this time. I know that it is not always great for everyone. It can be overwhelming. And I hope that you don't have that. All right, guys. All right. Have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you after the new year. See ya. Bye.